Disneyland, Disney World, the most magical places on Earth, where childhood dreams come true, characters come to life, and every corner is filled with joy. But what if I told you that behind the smiling mascots and pixie dust, Disney parks hide a much darker side? From haunted attractions to real-life tragedies, today we're uncovering the dark secrets Disney doesn't want you to know. Some of these are eerie, some are tragic, and some are downright chilling. Number 1. The haunted ride that might actually be haunted. It's supposed to be a fun, spooky ride filled with singing ghosts and goofy ghouls. But the Haunted Mansion has long been the center of real ghost stories and creepy urban legends. Cast members have reported cold spots, moving objects, and disembodied voices in the empty halls, especially during closing time. One particular legend involves a little boy's ghost seen crying near the ride's exit. According to the story, his ashes were illegally scattered on the ride by his grieving mother. Guests and workers have both claimed to see the boy appear briefly in their doom buggy reflection, only to vanish before the ride ends. Number 2. Death in the parks. The Tragedies. Disney doesn't advertise. For a place so focused on happiness, Disney parks have a tragic history of real-life deaths, many of which were quietly swept under the rug. In 1974, a cast member named Deborah Gale Stone was crushed to death between rotating walls in America Sings at Disneyland. In 1998, a metal cleat flew loose from a boat in Magic Kingdom's sailing ship Columbia and struck a guest in the head, killing him instantly. Multiple people have attempted or committed suicide inside the parks, often during off hours. These stories rarely make Disney's official press releases, but they've fueled a long-running rumor that Disney will do everything they can to make sure no one is declared dead inside the park, even if it means waiting until they've been transported off-site. Number 3. Scattering ashes at Disney. It happens more than you think. You'd be shocked how often guests try to turn Disney into their final resting place. According to multiple cast members and insiders, people scatter ashes inside rides all the time. The most popular places? Haunted Mansion, Pirates of the Caribbean, It's a Small World. Disney has a secret protocol called HEPA cleanup, where staff must shut down and deep clean areas where ashes are suspected. It's technically illegal, but the demand is so high, security and custodial staff actively look for suspicious urn-shaped items in bags and strollers. Number 4. The underground city beneath Disney World. Disney World's Magic Kingdom isn't just what you see above ground. Beneath the surface lies a massive network of tunnels, break rooms, cafeterias, and secret routes for cast members, known as the utilidors. These tunnels were built so characters could travel without breaking immersion. But inside the utilidors are also surveillance rooms, holding cells, and medical response teams, essentially Disney's hidden city. Rumors say the tunnels are also used to remove problematic guests discreetly or to deal with emergencies out of public view. Some even claim they've been used to transport, well, things Disney doesn't want guests to ever see. Number 5. The Legend of Mr. One-Way and Disney's Ghosts. Disney has ghosts. At least, that's what cast members believe. One of the most famous spirits is Mr. One-Way, the ghost of a red-haired man who only rides Space Mountain. He reportedly appears in the queue or enters an empty seat next to a solo rider, only to vanish before the ride ends. There are also rumors of a ghostly woman haunting the Disneyland castle and another presence on the People Mover, where a fatal accident occurred in the 60s. Whether it's your imagination or something real, enough reports have surfaced that Disney security logs even have code names for recurring ghost sightings. Number 6. The creepy truth about the It's a Small World dolls. It's one of the most iconic rides in Disney history. But behind the whimsical music and dancing dolls, It's a Small World may be hiding something much stranger, and maybe even a little paranormal. Cast members claim that the dolls move, even when the ride is shut off. After hours, when all the animatronics are supposed to be powered down, dolls have been spotted blinking, turning their heads, or changing positions. Some say the dolls are occasionally found completely missing from their original spots, only to reappear later as if nothing happened. One insider even reported a doll missing for weeks, then mysteriously found in a locked cabinet backstage, with no one admitting how it got there. Others have claimed the dolls have grown hair or that their eyes don't always match the direction of their heads. Maintenance workers supposedly refuse to work alone in that attraction after hours. It's a small world, but maybe something else is watching. Number 7. The bunker under Disneyland. The one that was never meant to be found. We know about Disney World's tunnels, but did you know Disneyland in California might have a secret bunker that's not on any official tour or map? In the 1960s, during the height of Cold War paranoia, rumors began spreading about an underground fallout shelter hidden beneath Disneyland. Allegedly located near Tomorrowland, this hidden facility was designed to serve as a Cold War command center in the event of a nuclear strike or mass panic. Disney hasn't acknowledged it, but former employees and engineers have spoken off the record, saying there are sealed tunnels and locked stairwells with no listed purpose. One former cast member claimed they were escorted out by security after finding a maintenance hallway that didn't lead anywhere except down. Others point to unexplained signals picked up by ham radio users around the park's perimeter, sparking theories of hidden communications infrastructure underground. If true, it would mean Disney built more than just a fantasy world. It built a survival plan, one it's never talked about publicly. Disney parks are magical, but like any place with decades of history, behind the curtains lies a shadow world of mystery, tragedy, and hidden truths. Most guests will never notice, but now you know what Disney would rather you forget. Which of these secrets surprised you the most? Let us know in the comments. And if you want more hidden history, theme park conspiracies, and dark truths from behind the fantasy, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell. Until next time, stay curious.